What's up, guys? It's Gaz and welcome to the Warframe video. So today we're doing a new kind of video, basically a top 5 predictions and some advice on the upcoming meta with the new shield gating mechanic they're adding to Warframe. So if you know what shield gating is, it's basically going to be similar to Hildren's passive, where if you fully deplete your shield, you're going to get like a period of time where you're completely invincible and you can't take damage during that time. So they're adding that to every Warframe in the game. Currently, only Hildren has that. So on PC, that will be coming out this week. I'm going to be giving you guys some suggestions and maybe some ideas of what might become meta or extremely powerful, extremely easy to use. We're going to have 5 frames that are the top recommendations, and I also have 2 honorable mentions. One of those honorable mentions is Hildren, just because, nothing is really changing with her. They're adding 25% damage reduction to shields, so that will be kind of nice for Hildren, since she uses mostly shields, as you can see on our stats over here, 4,000 plus shields, only 200 health. Additionally, slash procs will not go through shields anymore, which was a big problem with Hildren before, where she would get slash proc to her health through her shield. It was slightly annoying, but you could definitely use your 2 to remove those. That's not really getting changed. Okay, so we have 7 recommended frames for you today, and I'm also going to go over some of the mods I think that might become more useful in the future. So, number 1 honorable mention, before we get into the list of the top 5 of ones that will be really good after shield gating is added, we actually have Hildren as an honorable mention. She's not on the list for the top 5 because here's the thing with Hildren, guys. Yeah, she's got a lot of shields, but having a lot of shields is probably not going to really make a difference for this. You can use her third ability to boost shield regen for allies, which would potentially be very helpful. It's with my build, it's actually a 65% or 62% shield regen increase for my allies. They also get additional shield capacity, which the shield capacity thing probably won't make a huge deal, but maybe it will. So this is the main ability with her that will be making a difference with your teammates. For your allies, her second, or for just her second ability is Pillage. It shoots out a wave of pillaging, I guess I'd call it, and when the wave comes back, it restores your shield, and it can give you overshields. So if you are about to be in a shield getting mode and you don't want to get to shield gate, you can use this to overcharge your shield. Not extremely useful. The big thing with Hildren is we're going to be wondering what's happening with her passive after shield getting comes out. Is she going to have the same passive exactly, or is it going to be changed to she has a longer shield getting period? What's going to happen with that? If you didn't know this, it's currently quite abusable on the live build to run double Arcane Aegis and a Dragon Key that reduces your maximum shield capacity. I believe that's the Decaying Dragon Key. It makes it so you regen shield so fast, her shield gate passive is kind of just cheese. Yeah, this one right here, Decaying Dragon Key, double Aegis on Hildren, it's cheese. A small problem with Hildren is that Barrier is actually getting nerfed. I currently run double Barrier. This is going to like 4% chance. It's only going to work on shields. So while you're invincible, you'll not be getting this Arcane Barrier to proc, so you'll not be getting your 4,000 shield back. So that might be a bummer for her. We have to see exactly what's going on with her once the update comes out. But yeah, that's the first honorable mention. Let's move on to the second honorable mention. And the second honorable mention is actually Volt. So, as I said, guys, you'll not be getting one shot, really, since once your shield breaks, you'll have an invulnerability period. And the nice thing about Volt is, you are usually running too fast for enemies to actually hit you. But if they actually do hit you, you probably get one shot. So, he's going to basically be required to get shot twice to die if you cannot regen your shield fast enough. He's also got a augment mod called Capacitance for his 4th ability. A lot of people do use this in Elite Sanctuary Onslaught. So what this does, you use your 4th ability with Volt, and 3% of the damage you deal is turned into shields between you and your teammates. So you get to the shield getting mode, you cast your 4 with Volt, instantly everyone gets their shields back. And additionally, since they have damage reduction on shields now, that might be a big health bar, basically, they're getting. So Capacitance, Volt, it's already good in Elite Sanctuary Onslaught. It might become even more useful and even more safe. So that's pretty nice. I could see this being used in some other missions too. Not usually necessary, but with the shield getting passive and the fact you won't be getting one shot, it will make me more interested in playing for sure, for that specific reason. Alright, that's pretty much it with Volt. He doesn't have much else going for shields. Like, he has electric shield, but doesn't actually do anything with shield capacity. So it's mostly his 4 and the discharge augment. That's why he's on the honorable mentions list and not the actual top 5. So we're getting to the actual top 5 here, guys. And we're going to go into this is it's kind of in order, slightly in order, like a little bit in order, not exactly. So number 5 is actually going to be Mag. And that's why I'm saying the list is not exactly in order, because Mag might actually become the best shield frame. because Mag's third ability, Polarize, it shoots out a wave of armor removal, shield removal, and it's also going to, with the Counterpulse Augment mod, it's going to disarm enemies and disable robots. So that's a bunch of stuff it does, but did you know it also restores shields to your teammates? With no power strength at all, it is going to give you 400 shields to each teammate hit by it. So if you put some power strength on there, even Hildren's going to get like a full shield almost from using 1/3 ability on Mag. So the nice thing about this too is if you have 0 shield, you can still restore your shield to full. So you get the shield getting passive, use your 3 with Mag, immediately can get the invincibility period again. That seems like it would be really good, not to mention Mag's other abilities are pretty decent as well. Her Magnetized Bubble, you can do some pretty cheesy stuff with that. I like her Crush ability, although the casting animation is extremely long, and I actually never use Pulse, so that one kind of like whatever. So yeah, basically Mag's third ability is possibly going to be completely broken with shield gating, so keep an eye out on that one, guys. Alright, that's number 5. Moving on to number 4. So this one might seem a little bit weird to you, but there's a couple things at play here. So number 4 is actually Equinox. So the reason I'm putting Equinox above Mag is because, first off, Equinox always gets one shot nowadays. Like, literally always getting one shot, and that's part of the reason that I don't play Equinox as much. With the day form, you have no real survivability skills. It's basically just, like, stun the enemies with a slash proc, hope you don't get shot. That's pretty much what it is. So now Equinox day form will be guaranteed to at least take 2 shots, since after the shield's broken, you'll have a brief, like, I'm guessing a half second of invulnerability. So that will be nice for day form, and for night form, Night Form actually gets some additional shield capacity after you cast the Metamorphosis. That's not really a big deal. The big thing is the Mend ability is actually going to give a shield restore on kill while it's active. And a lot of people don't really use this ability right now. So the fact that it is going to be giving you shields on kill might potentially be useful. You just got to the shield gate passive. You have an Equinox Night Form in your squad. The 4 is active. You kill another guy. You already got your shield back. And you can potentially get some shield gating after that as well. Keep in mind, guys, also Augur, the Augur mod set potentially might be pretty useful if you use the Augur mod set in your build. I believe I have an Augur mod on here. Yeah, so it's this one. 40% of energy spent on abilities and converted to shields. We don't know how that's exactly going to work. I'm guessing you're going to need a full shield restore to get shield gating again. So we'll see. Potentially could run a lot of strength on here, and that will give you 75 shield per kill. Might be pretty good, just saying. So definitely keep an eye out for Equinox. Going to be a lot more viable since it's not going to get one shot anymore, and the shield restore build might become something we're actually considering, which I'm not really considering it at all right now. So definitely, I'm thinking that one will be good because yeah, getting one shot sucks. Moving on to number 3, we have number 3, and number 3 is a pretty obvious one if you know what shields are and what his abilities do. And number 3 is Harrow. So for Harrow, there's a lot of things with Harrow that are going to be a lot better after this update. So one of them is his Condemn, his first ability. Every time you hit an enemy with his Condemn with my current build, it's going to give you 200 shield almost. So think about this. You drop your shield, you get that brief period of invincibility. There's probably an enemy that you just saw that shot you. You immediately chain him up, and maybe the enemy's near him. That's full shield pretty much. You should be getting to your shield getting passive after like 1 or 2 chain casts, honestly. So that's really, really good. He also has a doubled overshield cap, shouldn't really matter that much. The main thing for me is that his 4th ability. So with Harrow, his 4th ability, you use it, you become invincible, your teammates become invincible. You prevent damage, every damage prevented becomes more crit. So with him, since you're guaranteed to take 2 shots at least to die, you can actually see that you're in shield getting mode. In that brief period of invincibility, cast your 4. Now everyone's invincible for like 14 seconds almost with this build. And that potentially could be really good, because me personally with Harrow, I feel like I just instantly die a lot of the time. So shielding with him is going to be really, really nice, because his abilities are strong. He's got a couple problems, and this will definitely slightly help him. Not to mention his 2 drained shields from himself, and is going to give himself a lifesteal buff and some fire rate. So I think Harrow will become a lot more powerful after this update, and for normal missions, he might become really, really strong, because he's a good buffer frame. Alright, so that's number 3. As far as the Harrow build, I'm still like working on stuff. I was messing with this yesterday. Rolling Guard is going to be... Guys, Rolling Guard with shield getting is going to be broken. Straight up. This gives you 3 seconds of invincibility with a 7-second cooldown, and shield getting will probably be like a half-second invincibility with who knows how long the cooldown, or a full shield restore required. 3.5 seconds of invincibility and a 7-second cooldown. Sign me up. All right, moving on to the next one, we have number 2. Number 2 is where we talk about, this is where rolling guard is going to be basically mentioned in every recommendation. So number 2 is Limbo. And you're going to say, why is Limbo number 2? Maybe Mag should be number 2, but here's the thing about Limbo, guys. You already are normally running rolling guard on him. Not on this build, at least. Rolling guard is very valuable on Limbo because when you dodge with him, you go into the rift, you leave the rift. While you're in the rift, you're invincible. So he's going to have so much invincibility time between rolling guard, shield gating, going into the rift, using stasis to freeze time, using cataclysm to be in the rift. Like, he's going to have so much invincibility time, guys. It's actually going to be kind of hard to die in a lot of situations, I feel like. So, brief overview. You use your 4th Limbo. That area is in the bubble. That's the rift. You use your 2. Time in the rift is frozen, but you can still shoot stuff. And then the other abilities aren't really as important. But basically, the main thing is when you dodge, you enter the rift. And yeah, so think about this. He usually is getting 1 shot if you're not in the rift. He's going to be guaranteed to be getting 2 shot with shield gating. And then, I mean, if you actually get shot and you are in shield gating with Limbo, just immediately dodge. You're either going to the rift or you'll go into rolling guard. He's going to be really, really safe, I think. His main problem is nullifiers, so you can potentially use shield gating or rolling guard to kill that nully, and then just go back out and then get back into your cataclysm. So I think that will be really, really good. And maybe potentially even better than Mag. I think Mag might actually be like number 1 or number 2, but like I said, the list is not exactly in order, and yeah, I think Limbo will be much safer. So number 1, guys, I'm going to give you the number 1 recommendation here, but just make sure that you guys, if you have not checked out the Twitch channel before, make sure you do, twitch.tv/gaz_TTV. I will be streaming this new update the day it comes out for sure. I'm guessing Thursday or Friday. Maybe Wednesday. I mean, who knows? It's Tuesday currently. But yeah, number 1 is actually going to be Ashe, guys. And the reason that Ashe is number 1 is because it's a similar situation to what I said with Limbo. You run rolling guard on him sometimes. I don't currently have a rolling guard build. I need to put rolling guard on here. Rolling guard's going to give you invincibility. And the thing with Ashe, guys, is that his invisibility requires a recast. You can't perma-invis with Ashe unless you do some specific stuff. But with this, you're going to have my invisibility is going to last 17 seconds. When I leave invisibility, I potentially could get shot by an enemy. But with shield gating, I'll be guaranteed to not die if it's 1 enemy shooting me, since I'll have invincibility for that period. Even if I don't have my shield gating up, I can use rolling guard, another 3 seconds of invincibility, and not to mention, the whole time I'm invisible. So I can attack enemies while I'm invisible, I can use my blade storm while I'm invisible. So every invisibility frame, basically, is getting a huge, gigantic buff with shield gating, especially if you're running rolling guard. The amount of safety you can have with an Ashe with rolling guard and shield gating is actually kind of crazy. So, yeah, expect invisibility frames to be pretty much immortal after this new fix or new update. And then frames like Octavia. I mean, Octavia doesn't really need shield gating, but I mean, maybe if like an enemy shooting at your mallet, accidentally shooting at you, there's new accuracy changes. They might just wildly fire at you on accident. Potentially could be really good. Ivara doesn't need it as much because Ivara is usually perma-invis, but I mean, I'm sure she'd appreciate half a second of invincibility as well. Yeah, and those are like the main ones I've been thinking about, guys. I think that Mag could potentially be broken, just saying. She restores shields to her teammates, too. If you can instantly get them back to shield gating available, it might be kind of overpowered, and they might nerf it, just to be honest. But I think the amount of safety you get with Ashe, especially when you're running rolling guard, it's just too good to pass up. So definitely be looking out for these frames when the update comes out. And of course, other ones will be good too. Basically, every squishy frame is getting a small survivability bump because of the addition of shield gating. Of course, they're getting Arcane Guardian nerfed to crap, and you won't really be using Guardian as much, is my guess. But that remains to be seen. I will be testing out all the Arcanes on the first day to see how they're feeling. Maybe Guardian will still feel good. Maybe Grace will still feel good. I'm potentially just going to be running, like, maybe 1 survivability arcane and then, like, 1 DPS arcane, like a strike or a... I was going to try a blade charger. Still pretty low proc chance, so probably not that one. Avenger, I think I might put Avenger in a lot of my builds, honestly, because running it yesterday, it felt really, really nice. But yeah, guys, we will see that. That's going to be in a couple days. I hope that you guys found this video fun and helpful. I'll talk to you guys next time. Please like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, new update this week on PC. Don't know when it will be coming out on console. I'm going to guess like 2-3 weeks from after we get it on PC. Alright guys, peace out.